Hey everybody, my name is Taylor Gibson, and this is the Gr8Wyte Experience. Hey everybody, welcome to the Gr8Wyte Experience, the show where I talk about anything and everything of interest. My name is Taylor Gibson. Thank you for joining us. I hope you all have had a great summer. I know I sure did with all the traveling that I got a chance to do. However, I can't say that I had quite the summer as the two gentlemen joining me for today's episode. My guest started the TikTok channel GeoMetroGuys following their decision to purchase a 1991 GeoMetro and drive across Canada, which would see them hitting a follower count of over 85,000 people. Please welcome to the show the GeoMetroGuys themselves, Caden Brown and Matthew Grimes. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How's it going?
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. We're doing good. How are you doing?
Doing really well. And you know, I'm super excited to have you on the show because I follow you guys right from the beginning, and it's great to see that a couple of guys from Vancouver Island can drive across Canada. So for me, it's island pride right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
So the first question I got to ask, first of all, before we get into anything else, how is it being back in Nanaimo?
It's great. We spent a lot of time on the road, sleeping in that car, and a lot of smells in that car, a lot of dirty clothing.
Yeah.
So being back on the island, being clean, it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah. First couple of days I was home, I would wake up and have no clue where I was. I'd be so confused because I'm used to was used to sleeping in the most random places. So it was definitely, I had to adjust to that, but it's been good.
Well, even for myself, this past summer, I went over to the UK and I went to the States, and same thing. It was first couple of days you come home and it's where am I? I'm not in some foreign country. But then again, I got COVID right when I got back, so I can't really complain. Yeah. Now, like I said prior, like many, I followed you guys' trip from Vancouver Island to Atlantic, Canada this past summer. And for myself, doing podcasts, I always like to take the time to get to know the people who I get to work with on the show. For myself, I'm interested in knowing your guys' backstory. Are you guys lifelong friends? Did you guys become buddies most recently? How did that all happen?
We kind of met through mutual friends in high school, and we just kind of hit it off one night at a party and kind of just became close friends. And I guess most of our buddies moved away now, so we're a couple of the few left, and we're pretty close. We hang out every day, go to the gym and stuff. So yeah.
I think we were 16 when we first met, and it was weird. We have a pretty small friend group, but we met, and the next day we were hanging out together, just him and I.
Yeah.
That's how kind of quickly we clicked, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny how certain friend groups can become that, right? Some people it takes a matter of time to become friends. Some hit it off right out of the bat. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the road trip because over 22 days, you guys drove through all of Western Canada, the prairies, Ontario, Quebec, and Atlantic Canada. And I think the big question I got to ask is did any of the provinces or cities not live up to any of the expectations you had?
Great question. Yeah. I would say no, because no offense to Quebec for what I'm about to say, but my dad lives in Ontario, kind of near the border. So there's always that animosity to Quebec. So I already kind of thought I wouldn't maybe enjoy it. And then we went there and it was kind of we quickly went through. Basically spent a night in Montreal, and it's just different in Quebec, really.
Was it more because of the language barrier or just a cultural?
I'd say that's part of it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like if you're not don't speak good French, there's definitely people there that aren't gonna like you as much. But but other than Quebec, we had a lot of fun. I think more fun than we thought we would in Alberta. Alberta is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Not Edmonton.
No.
Calgary's a lot of fun.
Yeah. The only other place in Canada I went to before the road trip, I flew to Kingston, Ontario one time. But besides that, I've never been to Alberta, never been to any other provinces. So all of it was very new to me. And I think you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been anywhere. So
yeah.
When talking about that, because I was watching you through you guys' TikToks, there's so many things that I could bring up. And I guess for myself, like going when I was watching your guys' travels, I do got to ask though, like if you had to move to any of those provinces, did you have a favorite that you would have potentially moved to?
Yeah, I would say like Alberta, specifically Calgary for me.
Yeah, either Calgary or Halifax, Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is beautiful. It's got great nightlife, believe it or not, and it's just everybody's friendly there, and it's fun.
And the best drivers in the country, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Halifax specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, I do get to ask because when talking about Halifax, you guys tried the Halifax style donors, and what was it, the lobster poutine you guys tried?
Yeah, so that was our bad because we kind of went into the restaurant and I was like, "You guys have lobster poutine?" And then they're like, "No." They're like, "We can probably make it for you though." And I was like, "Okay," but apparently like you don't put gravy on lobster poutine. You put like I don't know, some kind of like white sauce on it.
Probably like hollandaise or something.
Yeah, or maybe like
that.
I swear I'm hearing like chowder, something chowder. Like I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they made a sauce.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see like a white chowder.
Yeah, so it tasted really weird with the gravy and lobster, but the donairs were they were good.
A little expensive,
but I think they were like $10 each, and I feel like it should be like a $4 like kind of drunk food.
Well, definitely, like in Newfoundland, I know I've worked with people who are from the East Coast, and they say like donairs, especially dirty street donairs, are very much like the 2 a.m. drunk.
Yeah,
that's what everyone told us.
Yeah, exactly. I think the one we went to though, it's called like King of Donair, and it's like on Trailer Park Boys. So I think that's why like it's all marked up and stuff. It's so expensive.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do want to move away from your travel here and talk about the TikTok page itself, because I'm really fascinated hearing about you guys. Like, how did this whole idea come up of buying the Metro and driving across Canada?
Well, we actually already had like. I drove the Metro for like 2 years before the trip, like delivering pizzas and stuff. And
but as far as like the actual like account goes, is why we made it. His sister would like always say, like even before the trip, she's like, "You guys should just like make TikToks." Like we did not have TikTok before. Like we downloaded TikTok August 9th, the day we left. She helped us make the video, basically made it for us and just told us what to say pretty much. And then the video kind of did what it did, the first video. So yeah, like we had no idea what we were doing. I still don't really know what we've been doing, but yeah, so all thanks to Matt's sister, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, shout out to her, man, because she did a great job. And I find it really cool because like with TikTok, you see a lot of these guys or a lot of these people who are like in their mid to late teens and become superstars, but you guys are just in regular, normal guys in your 20s doing this. And I think that's really cool. I do got to ask about the TikTok page because, of course, like I said, 22 days you drove across Canada. When did you begin to realize that the page was really starting to blow up?
It's like the first day.
Yeah, the first day. Yeah, I think by the end of the first day, I think we were at like 26,000 or something in one day, which is more.
It was weird.
It was
we were expecting like maybe our friends to follow.
Yeah, like I think our goal. We didn't really even have a goal, to be honest. But I just remember driving like in Chilliwack, specifically passing like Castle Fun Park. I don't know if you've ever been there, and just like refreshing, and followers are going up like 1,000, and like refresh another 1,000. It was just like I was like, what the heck is happening?
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, was there one person or maybe a group of people who followed you guys on TikTok that you looked at and you're like, wait, that person's still following us?
There was a guy, the first person that we ever noticed that was like, I don't know, like I wouldn't say famous, but like, was what's his name? The guy from Letterkenny.
Oh yeah, the guy who says skirt.
Yeah, an actor from Letterkenny like commented.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but that was cool. Yeah,
yeah, I'm pretty sure Ben commented on the first video too.
Yeah, Ben.
His last name is so hard to say, but like, he's a really cool guy. So now,
Kopke, he's on TikTok. Kopke, yeah.
So like that, then that started happening. I was kind of like, oh, like people actually like notice, like see it, Yeah,
you guys had Kopke in. Sorry, I was gonna say Kopke was in one of your guys' TikToks. Was he as funny, as interesting as he is in the videos?
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's like, it's a different kind of funny though. Like I don't like.
He definitely puts on a bit of a character for his videos, but he is just as funny in person.
Yeah, and he's a great guy too.
Yeah.
Like we like, I was expecting like someone with 4 million followers reaches out to you, you're kind of like, oh, like probably just gonna say hi real quick. But like we hung out like the whole day, like went to the waterfalls, like went back to his place and was playing like the VR Beat Saber game.
Yeah. And then like we on our way back, we hung out with him for another day. Like I feel like we'll be friends with Sam or with
Kofke.
with Kofke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you blew it. Now you gave away his identity right there. Guys.
I know.
Yeah. So if anyone's listening to this, blame the GeoMetroGuys for
Yeah, no, I think it's out there.
Sorry, Kofke.
That's okay. Now, when talking about the trip in general, of course, like I said, like you drove from West Coast to East Coast, but the one area of Canada you didn't reach was the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. Yeah. Is that something maybe in the future that could be covered on their TikTok page?
For sure.
Yeah, definitely.
We've actually talked about that. Yeah.
And Newfoundland. We didn't go there.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys not hit? I thought you guys hit Newfoundland.
No, we didn't. It's just we didn't have enough time and money to do it. And people, well, that's kind of why the first video got as much comments as it did, because people were like mad that because I said our main goal is to make it to Nova Scotia. It's not across Canada, obviously, but people, that helped. That really helped the video, was those people getting mad at me for saying that.
Oh yeah, because there's one group of people you don't want to piss off. It's the Newfoundlanders.
Yeah, I know. They can be the nicest, but the meanest.
Oh God, they would curse you in a language that you're looking at them going like, that's not even words that you're saying.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Now, I do got to ask real quickly here, because again, like when talking about the trip, I do got to ask though, like for somebody who say reaches out to you guys on social media or on TikTok and says, hey, look, I want to do this. What are some pointers or some guides that you would say about driving across Canada?
Don't do it in a GeoMetro.
Don't do what we did.
Yeah,
we did it the hardest way possible.
Yeah,
but that's, I don't know. I would say just I don't even know. If anyone's listening, bring change with you.
Yeah,
bring change, because if you're driving across Canada and you do not have change, you're screwed.
Yeah, like, change actually
comes
in hand like so much.
Yeah.
Like you think you don't even like use change anymore, but like
and we're talking for like parking,
laundry. There was other stuff for sure.
The tolls. There's tolls going over to Nova Scotia,
and they only take change.
Yeah,
like there's tolls in Nova Scotia that only take change.
So we just be like on the hunt every day for changes. It was terrible. And then we never actually got change though. It was a pretty easy fix.
Yeah,
and we just never did it. And we would complain every day that we don't have change. So I don't know. And don't go to Edmonton.
Good. No, I was going to say, so talk about some of the cities that you went through. Of course, you went through all the big ones: Calgary, Edmonton, Regina, Saskatoon. Are there certain towns or cities that you didn't get a chance to see on the trip?
I think we hit most.
Yeah,
most
Cape Breton.
Yeah, didn't see Cape Breton.
We wanted to see that. I would have liked to have gone to Milton. It's where my dad was born. I don't think there's much to see there, but still would have been kind of cool because I don't know. But besides,
we skipped Vancouver.
Yeah, we didn't go to Vancouver.
But
I don't know.
We've gone there lots.
The way Canada, I found, is kind of laid out is that if you just go on like the main highways, you will hit every kind of city you want to hit.
Yeah, I mean, when I guess kind of going up to Edmonton and stuff, we kind of go on a weird route, and I guess we didn't go to like Medicine Hat or anything, but we went to like pretty much all the other.
Not really any regrets besides Cape Breton.
Yeah,
maybe Nova Scotia as a whole, because it would have been nice to go to the west side of Nova Scotia, I guess. Because we kind of just went Halifax
or like the northern part almost. Yeah, we went to like south.
Went to like Liverpool and White.
Oh yeah, White Point Beach.
Yeah, White Point Beach.
Yeah.
So there was areas we didn't get to see, but what do you do, right?
Yeah.
That's fair. Now, I do want to throw back to the very first TikTok you guys made. And this is something actually my girlfriend wanted me to bring up. First of all, Caden, was it worth quitting your job to drive across Canada? And she wants to know, are you still heartbroken and are you feeling better?
I'll go first, I guess. I mean, for me, I think when people look at Matt and I, they think we're a lot older than we are, I would say, some people. So the job I had wasn't a career for me. If it was a career, then probably wouldn't have quit. But it was I work at a gym, and so I was just like, whatever, I'll quit. And I already got a new job already and started already, so it's all good.
Yeah, I definitely suggest if you ever get brokenhearted, go on a trip. Because it's definitely solved my problems. To be honest, I don't think about it much anymore. So
yeah,
it's good.
It was interesting. Like, I'll be okay with me bringing this up. Like seeing like Matt not really care. Like it's like as we drove across the country, like every day Matt would just care less, and then eventually we just like it just like I feel like it slipped our minds.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not in your mind, but it was interesting to watch Matt like heal, I guess, like as we're doing all this like crazy stuff. It was cool.
Yeah, man to man, though, Matt. Given that you guys were on this trip, did you get any females that slid in your DM?
Did we get any list?
Oh, like like
we met a couple.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, it's a lot of moms, which is nice. But yeah, honestly, especially Matt.
Fuck. That's not true. I would say he was actually more popular than I was.
I don't know.
Given some of the accommodation you guys have, now, of course, when you were driving across, you didn't really have any accommodations to start off with until it was like, you say a hotel would reach out to you or the keg would reach out to you. When you started getting those, are you looking at going like, are these guys like screwing with us or are they being serious?
Yeah, we definitely thought that. The first one, like you can like see our excitement in the video. I think the first one was
Ranchman's. Or no.
Well, yeah, Ranchman's was our first like big giveaway. But like I remember when we first got accommodated at like the Atlas, and it was just like
we did Ranchman's.
We did Ranchman's before, but I was like so excited about the Atlas hotel. Like
so was I. The Atlas is great.
But the Ranchman's, they did
like the first like promo. I guess I would call it promo / just like them helping us out. Was the Ranchman's like? Well, actually, I guess the first thing that was like given to us was the tattoo. We got the like I don't know if you can see it, but we both got tattoos on our legs for free. To believe it.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But then that same night, actually, the Ranchman's, which is a country bar in Calgary, like picked us up in a limo, like took us to the bar. Like we had an open tab.
Yeah, it was
pretty weird.
It was weird for sure. We'd never been in a limo. So.
I was like FaceTiming my mom and dad. I was like, felt like Tom Cruise. Like I feel like Tom Cruise would do that.
But like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the first celebrity that came to my mind.
Yeah, that must be just a weird thing for two guys from the island. You're just like you're looking around going like, come on, like there's got to be the cameras. They got to be pumped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was weird.
Now, of course, now you brought up your guys' catchphrase, "Believe it." I do got to ask, like, how did that all come up? Did you guys have it planned in mind, or was it just something that happened on the fly?
I just said it in a drive-through once at a Tim Hortons.
Yeah, we were in like the Tim Hortons drive-through, and the guy was like, he was like, "Here's your order, like here you go." And Matt looked at him, and he didn't mean to say it, which is the awesome part. He's like, "Believe it." And then Matt like looked to me, and he was like, "Why did I say that, man?" And he like just started like hysterically laughing. It was like it was like just such a weird moment. And then that was like months before we left. And then when we were like making the first video. I don't even like remember.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I swear to God, I don't like now. Like, no one's really. I've never really thought about that. Like, why did we say it?
I have no idea.
We were just like, we need a catchphrase.
Yeah, point at the camera and say, believe it.
That's awesome. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the GeoMetro itself because, I mean, again, a 91 GeoMetro does not seem like the most practical of vehicles to drive across the country. And I know you guys had some issues with the alternator and a few other things during the trip. Is that really the only thing that happened on that trip? Minus when you got, what was it, Kelowna or Kamloops? You guys came back through and it just died on you?
Yeah. So I guess, should I bring it up? Because we're going to post the video today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So this is inside scoop. We, last weekend, we went to Kelowna and we did a transmission swap on the Geo. So the Geo's here. We fixed it. It's running. So we got the Geo running again.
Yeah, we got it back.
Which is nice because we haven't posted anything about that yet. So that'll probably be up tonight.
There you go. Now, when talking about the Geo, now that the trip's over, like what are you guys going to do with the Metro?
Keep driving it. It's cheap on gas.
Yeah, it's his daily now, I guess.
So basically what you're saying, Matt, is if I go to Nanaimo and I see a 91 GeoMetro driving around, I'm going to look like, holy shit, it's that guy from the GeoMetroGuys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to spot. It's covered in signatures. So.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. I really don't have any more questions to ask. Like, this has honestly just been a really fun interview. I love to get to chat with you guys. Now, before I head off into the close, first of all, where can my listeners find you on social media?
GeoMetroGuys on TikTok and Instagram.
That's really it.
Yeah, that's it for now.
Yeah.
Now, if I think one more thing, can I get a believe it from you guys?
Yeah.
Of course.
Believe it. It's like a sixth sense. Like we can like every time we do a video and it's like we don't do it separately. Like and I'm just like put the camera up. We always do it at the same time. We just know to do it.
Well, that wraps up this episode of the Gr8Wyte Experience. Just a reminder, you can find the show on Twitter at Gr8WytePod, as well as on YouTube. For this episode, I am your host, Taylor Gibson, and I will see you next time.